Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Band of Brothers. This is episode 2, The Day of Days. And again, I have seen this series. I love it. These gentlemen have not, so I cannot wait to see their reaction to it as well.
Yeah, what a great first episode to get us into this show, and I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to watch even more. Let's see if David Schwimmer is still an a-hole.
Yeah, I loved the first episode. The storylines they started setting up, the grittiness of the way it was shot, and of course the subject matter, World War II. That's one of my favorites. So as far in regards to subject matter, of course. But so I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what episode 2 brings us. Let's go!
This is Frankie. Frankie is a good man, hardworking mechanic, working 10-hour shifts and absolutely loves his job. So when a careless shop owner decides not to clean his slick, oily slip and slide 5W30 floor, and Frankie slips, falls, and lands oblique first onto a Phillips screwdriver, he needs somebody who can fight on his side and pay for that catastrophic fail. And that somebody is Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you. But Frankie is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. But worry no more, because Morgan & Morgan doesn't charge you any sign-up fees or other upfront costs. The fee is free unless you win. But Frankie is conflicted about the situation. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if his boss hasn't talked to him since the incident. But Frankie, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your lazy boss. You're suing his insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad for getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Frankie did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back. And his oblique.
I had everybody standing up, ready to jump. And suddenly the pilot gives me the green light. I'm out the door immediately.
We came from the sky, we hit, and in any direction you went, there would be enemy. You knew it.
Each man must prepare himself mentally to make that jump.
And we lost a lot of people that night. You try to put it all on your mind.
And it's important he said that you train and you train and train. And, like, look at what Schwimmer's character did. He trained and trained and trained, but when it came time for action, he was...
You never know.
Even when it was practice runs, he couldn't do it. So it just shows you how you can mentally prepare as much as you want.
Well, and that line from that gentleman saying, no matter where you landed, it was enemy
around you.
It's kind of like an eye-opener.
Oh, that's a lot of fog.
Mm-hmm. I thought they're
up in the clouds. So.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, they couldn't jump the night before because it was too, the weather permitted.
It's like, imagine the most scared you've ever been in your entire life for anything. The most scared you've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these guys are doing a great job with their acting.
And then imagine what they were going through leading up to this moment.
I can't even imagine.
It's like everybody has a little bit different expression.
That's it, yeah. You know? Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. The second they get out of the clouds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Tell me to get him out of there.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Look at all those chutes.
We get any lower, we ain't gonna need any friggin' parachutes. Slow down. We gotta get some altitude. They can't jump at this speed. We there?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
Wow, that was their pilot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, with those chutes, you have no control. Now, you know, like we see a modern parachute, you can
Yeah.
angle them and pull them. I mean, these may be a little, but you're pretty much going where you're going.
Leg back. Prop blast, got it, sir. Have my radio and batteries with. Mine too. Landed somewhere behind those trees.
Jeez. This is crazy.
Wait until they reload. Aren't you D Company?
Able, sir. Guess that means one of us is in the wrong drop zone, sir.
Yeah, or both of us.
Do you have a weapon, sir?
Just my knife.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, he lost everything in the jump.
Do you have any idea where we are, sir?
Some.
Yeah, because he lost his map then too, right?
First, I need your help. Locate some landmarks to get our bearings. Keep your eyes peeled for buildings, farmhouses, bridges, roads, trees.
I wonder if the rest of them are as lost as we are.
We're not lost, Private. We're in Normandy.
Jeez.
Lieutenant Winters, is that you?
As soon as I hit that prop blast, so long leg back. All I got was this knife and some TNT. These 82nd boys got there in one though.
Man, 82nd. Where the hell are we?
Sir, it's on side back that way.
God, a lot of these guys have lost a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
You figure any damage to the plane, that's going to mess with anything you have.
Flashlight. Raincoat.
You got a raincoat? Yeah.
Oh, for a compass.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We're about 7 kilometers away from our objective. 4 hours away from when we need to have it secured.
The Germans flooded the fields inland. We don't clear those routes, our boys ain't going nowhere.
5 of us ain't gonna secure a road. Then Louis don't even have a weapon.
I don't remember hearing about any railroads near our objective.
I'm telling you, this is the spur line that runs parallel to the river. We should be coming up to a road and bridge ahead.
Yeah, how would you know?
Because I study sand tables, right?
Uh-oh.
Probably a friggin' train or
Flash.
Thunder! Lieutenant, is that you?
So say you kind of would hope it'd be a train, you know, but then at the same time.
Nice to see you, Greg.
Come over. Garnier. Say, you and Hall are fun. The hell is Hall?
New guy.
Leipzig. Oh, Garnier.
And the anxiety of having no idea where you are and enemy just everywhere.
And just having to have the bearings of knowing everything around you, or trying to figure out what's all around you, where it's safe, listening, being...
Oh, boy.
Because, yeah, any little noise.
Definitely didn't wait for command.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he's in a... Since his brother is gone.
Enough, Garnier!
Whoa.
Next time I say wait for my command, you wait for my command, Sergeant. Yes, sir.
Here you go, Lieutenant.
Kraut weapon.
I ain't quaking.
What's that guy's problem?
Gonorrhea.
Jesus.
Name, dummy. Garnier. Gonorrhea, get it?
No, jeez.
None of your f***ing business, cowboy.
All right, let's move out.
Sir.
Quietly.
Wow, this started off with intensity.
You can have a weapon. What's he gonna do? Shout at him?
Shouts at me for killing Krauts.
He just wanted you to wait for his command.
Joe, you don't even drink.
It's trying to show clearly something's dead right there. Well, they didn't give it to us.
Wait.
Damn.
Oof.
Look at his leg.
Anybody need supplies or ammo, now's the time to get it. McDowell, you okay?
Yes, Sergeant.
Well, let's go.
Hey, I promised my kid brother I'd fetch him back a Luger, so I got first dibs, okay?
It's the Navy. The landings have started. Let's go. Let's move it out.
Right on time. His brother got at a casino. Found out before we jumped.
It was pretty cool how they did that with the camera shaking.
Oh, shit.
Challenge sure will be happy to see you guys. Where? At the farm, sir.
Where are you from, son?
Eugene, Oregon.
Popeye, did you hear this? I'm from Astoria.
Don't say.
Orange Street. What gives? What are you doing in a Kraut uniform?
My family answered the call. All true Aryans should return to the fatherland.
Hey, Malarkey, stop fraternizing with the enemy. Get over here.
What got you to Eugene?
I was born in Eugene.
Born in America,
Really?
had to go fight for the Germans.
I've never heard of that.
That's new to me.
Oh,
I've
wow.
never heard that there were people born in America that went back to Germany to fight for the Germans in the war.
Hey, Harry, carry on.
We're making barricades out of horses. Is that what that looked like?
Yeah.
At this here's Hall, Able Company.
By the way, I'm not saying that's wrong when I say I just never heard of it.
Yeah,
I've never.
I just want to clarify it. Someone's thinking
no.
it's wrong because we didn't hear it.
No.
Not sure.
That guy, Neil.
I still don't trust him.
What's the situation?
Not good. 90% of the men are still unaccounted for.
90%.
Oh,
No one's seen him, or anyone from this plane. You know, if he is missing, wouldn't that put you in line to be the next commander of Easy?
Oh, boy.
Hey, Lieutenant Spears. You the only officer that made it? So far. You got some cigarettes?
Yeah. Hey, keep the pack.
keep the pack. Oh God, he's still
That's
there.
when I was at Monarch tooling propeller shafts. No kidding. What are the chances of that, huh? You and me, 100 miles from each other, working at practically the same jobs.
Hey, Malak, we're waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm coming. I gotta run. See you around.
Yeah. See you around.
Cigaretten?
Here you go.
Haben Sie mal Feuer? Danke.
Oh boy.
Is it like their last cigarette?
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
they-
They're gonna watch this.
Yep. Here it goes. Oh.
Easy company? Easy?
Wow.
And the MGs?
I'd say right around here, sir. I can't be sure.
There's some Crowd 88s up ahead and to the right, about what, 300 yards? Up through those gardens. Now, they're right between us and Causeway number 2, firing onto the boys landing at Utah. Think Easy can handle it?
Yes, sir.
My guess is they're doing some terrible damage there.
Well, Easy,
No, they don't come on.
I like how they do different face paint on guys to help differentiate.
Major Strand wants to take him out. There are 2 guns that we know of firing on Utah Beach. Plan on a 3rd and a 4th. The Germans are in the trenches with access to the entire battery, with machine gun cover in the rear. We'll establish a base of fire and move under it hard and fast with 2 squads of 3.
How many crowds do you think we're facing?
No idea.
No idea.
We'll take some TNT along with us to spike the guns. Compton, Malarkey, Toy, Garnier. We'll be making the main assault. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's pack it up, boys. When you see we captured the first gun, I want you and your TNT as fast as possible.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering, sir, you need an extra hand?
HU6 Jeep driver?
So?
What's your name, Trooper?
Lorraine, sir.
You're with me, Lorraine. Compton, 2nd squad.
Yes, sir.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
The gritty shots that they got going on are pretty unique too here.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I mean,
cinematography here.
Yeah, they
is
did
just-
so many groundbreaking things in this series.
Well, even the color grading, if you see, I mean, they've really toned down the vibrance and the saturation here. So even what we know as greens are, kind of in shades of gray.
They're right there.
Because what I like is it's like how the old newsreels might have looked during this time if they were colorized, just very, very low. Makes it more immersive to more being there.
And the way the camera shakes during those firings.
I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
You're right there with them.
MG-40 guys.
Oh.
Draw their fire to the right from the truck. Take 2 men and hit them from the left. Okay, go.
Ooh. Good thing they're shooting those off, because just even that pitter-patter in the water could...
I want that TNT as soon as you see we've captured the first gun. Go.
Jawohl. I can't see nothing.
They did go up.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Oh, wow, got him.
Oh, he's sitting duck up in that tree.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Come on, man.
Oh, he's real close.
Oh. Oh.
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ! Jeep jockey.
I'm sorry, sir. Let's go. No, George, roll out, roll out!
Oof.
And this has been no music at all. It's just sound design, and this is nuts.
Where you hit, Pop? I can't believe I'm my ass, sir. Your ass? I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to f up. Think you can make it back yourself? Thanks so, sir. 1, 2, 3. Where's 1 o'clock?
Oh, shit.
no.
Drop the grenade.
Hey, let's go. Get out of there, guys.
Oh.
God. Jesus Christ. Twice.
Yeah, 2 grenades for that guy.
Holy shit.
Ready? Move! I got the first gun!
There's the second gun. Okay.
Don't drop it this time.
No! Listen, no make that! Listen, no make that! Bitte not shut up!
Oh,
Oh.
got his brass knucks.
Oh.
Must be doing something right. Look, God, I'm so confused. I'm firing on the third gun. We better blow this thing before they...
Oh, the Germans are shooting themselves.
All right. Toy, cover the lieutenant! Think one of those dead Krauts has a Luger! Give me a headlock, Penny!
Him with a Luger.
Come on, guys! Now
What
you
was
know
that?
firing! Beautiful! Christ, they must think he's a medic or something! He's gonna need a goddamn medic! Malarkey!
Oh, my gosh. Whoa.
Why don't you go get it, boy, you stupid Mick?
Listen, we got TNT! No, no, sir!
You'll be all right, Popeye.
I'm sorry, I messed up, Lip.
Be sorry.
Hey, Sarge?
Yeah,
You think this is a ticket home?
maybe.
I just got here. Hiya, cowboy! Shut your Jimmy trap, gonorrhea.
Jesus.
He's adjusted well.
Yeah.
Quickly.
I need ammo, sir! And TNT! I got TNT, sir! Good job, brother!
Fire in the hole! Lorraine, grab some of those potato mashers and follow me! Lucky! Oh, you two, go!
Oh, wow. What a interesting camera shot we got going on here.
I've never seen anything like this. Like they're following them running like this.
But in front of them. Like,
Yeah.
Running a little. How about you, Malarkey? Okay. Think you've got enough to take the third gun? We'll soon find out, Dick. Malarkey, let's go. Toy, cover. Okay, Hall. Keep your head down. Hall, save your PNG.
Oh. Oh. Whoa.
Malarkey, come up front. Front of the go.
what?
Oh, wow.
The heck happened? They have that like booby trapped or something?
For battalion headquarters.
I'm
Are
not
you
sure.
kidding? It's back that a ways. We know.
Oh, my God.
That quick.
Winners! That's the sense you need in ammo! Malarkey! As much as you can! Everyone! Mind if Pete Gully takes a shot at the next gun? All yours! Let's go, dog company!
Oh, what the hell is he doing? Oh, Jesus.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, Spears pretty much took them all out.
We're gonna need him at the next gun! Gotcha! Police him up or pull out! Move out! Move out! Move it out! All back to your original positions! Okay, back to battalion! Go! Go!
Oh.
Well, 105's not 88, sir. We disabled them and pulled out. I figure there's maybe 40
Wow,
or so
that's-
crowd still manning 3.
What a sequence.
Yeah.
We killed maybe around 20, so yeah, probably there's 40 left. I think we need artillery or maybe mortars might do the job.
Oh.
Nice ride you got here, Nix. Good Utah Beach. Just put them to work before they're missed.
Oh, look at all that red right there.
By nightfall, 2nd Battalion had secured Sainte Marie du Mont, and elements of the 4th Division were beginning to move men and material inland. We had an hour to rest and scrounge whatever food we could before we had to move south and secure the town of Couleville.
Garnier, close that flap. Let the crowds cook their own goddamn food. How we doing, Malark?
We're doing good. Doing good? Yeah.
Out of the ammo can.
Sir, if you have a reservation someplace else, just be happy.
Reservations.
Evening. Hello, sir.
Something dying here?
Put on Malarkey's ass. Don't that make you our commanding officer, sir? Yeah, it does.
Sir,
Joe, the lieutenant, don't drink.
it's been a day of firsts.
Night he does.
Don't you think, Garnier?
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
Right, sir.
Oh, Sergeant?
Sir.
I'm not a Quaker.
What? You know that map you found? That had every kraut gun in Normandy on it.
Oh,
What?
Don't ever get a cat.
I lost a man today, a John Hall, New Yorker. Got killed today at Breakcore.
I never knew him.
Yeah, you did? Radio op 506 basketball team, Able Company. He's a good man. Man. Not even old enough to buy a beer.
I sent that map up to Division. I think it's gonna do some good.
probably saved a lot of people's lives finding that map.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking, like how many were saved off that.
Tough. He wasn't even gonna have it. Oh, jeez.
That night, I took time to thank God for seeing me through that day of days and prayed I would make it through D+1. And if somehow I managed to get home again, I promised God and myself that I would find a quiet piece of land someplace and spend the rest of my life in peace.
Man, he got a Distinguished Service Cross in his first actual action.
Wow.
There you go. Winters. That's got to be one of the fastest hours that we've done.
I mean, that you're not lying about that. I mean, we watch a lot of shows where hour goes fast or half an hour goes fast, but with this hour, legit.
Well, that was a lot of
just with how everything is done with the show.
Yeah, I mean, we had the parachutes, in the planes, and then the main battle with the guns. A little bit of talk between the American soldier and the now American German soldier, and then Spears doing what he did, and then obviously Spears taking out the guns. So it's like that's kind of like the sections of it, and it went quick. I'll let you guys take it away. I'll come in later since I've seen it already.
Because I was going to add to that about the kid, born in Oregon and he's serving the German, and like you're a connoisseur about and your interest in the wars and stuff, Oak, and even that was even a surprise to you that you didn't even know that. I mean, that's just hard to believe, but other than that, like this has been a really good, I don't want to say good for a word to use, but like a very
well done,
well done perspective look at what these guys had to go through. I mean, last episode, right, they were sprinkling in the levity all throughout it. This episode, they did at the end because of just the subject matter. I mean, they were parachuting in. We saw what happened. All the planes, like once, like Diamond Dave pointed out, once they got out of the clouds and were in full view, I mean, you just saw planes getting taken down left and right, people losing their lives left and right. And like, you gotta, and what they've really shown with this too is when something happens, you just got to keep going on. I mean, look at the scene where Wahlberg was crawling and guy gets taken out right next to him. He just has to keep crawling. And we saw it when they saw their parachuter in the tree where, get all the ammo and everything you need off the bodies. And the one guy was just standing there like, in shock, basically, because it's like, and you have to snap out of that because you have to do that in order to survive. And just the cinematography is amazing. What they're showing us, the interest, the inner workings of what they're all going through. The map that he discovered that, like we discussed, probably saved a lot of lives. And like you saw, like, again, we've seen this in every movie, in every war movie, and it happened in real life as well, where, he's like the kid got taken. He's not. He goes, man. He's not even old enough to be, and like you see just the look on his face and how he like lost his hunger and everything, because that's what a lot of those guys had to think is like, yeah, we took out someone, but like. Look at he was talking to the guy from Eugene, Oregon, 100 miles away. Yeah, I'll see you down there. Yep. And once he came back with all the cigarettes and was given, I had an inkling. I mean, I didn't know if I was hoping it would be right, but then they got all taken out, and that's just the brutality of war. And yeah, this was another great episode of showing us what it was like. All of, the war stuff aside, the way they're doing the show is really a service to them and a thank you to them for everything they've done in their own special way.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really intense episode. The beginning of the episode was interesting, having the gentleman talk about how everybody had to prepare for this in their own way, and we made some comments as the show moved forward that. Again, somebody who hasn't been to war, take the times when you were the most scared in your life, and you can't even wrap your head around what these guys must have been going through. So the flight in, I mean, it's you're when it was quiet, it's just you and the guys. The plane is shaky, it's rickety. You're getting in there, and the nerves and everything had to be just overwhelming. And then the planes start taking ground fire. There's flat guns, and then it just becomes chaotic, and either that fear intensifies or you go into flight or flight mode. And I mean, it's just it's overwhelming just to watch it and think about what they must have been, thinking and going through. We've seen in a lot of historical documentaries how those drops were a bit of a mess. There was guys scattered all over, all over the place, trying to link up with their companies, trying to find the guys that they trained with. I mean, it was just a mess, and the improvisation that they had to go through was just it was just monumental. Of course, you got into the battle, which that was, I mean, between the way they did the camera work and the sound, you know, and we're using pretty high quality headphones here, so it's pretty intense. But I'm imagining with any sort of decent surround sound system, it would have been really crazy with the explosions and bullets zipping by and stuff like that. But it's, you know, when you think about World War II, a lot of times, you know, you learn about the bigger and more historic battles, you know, D-Day, of course, the Battle of the Bulge, a lot in the Pacific Theater, Midway, Iwo Jima, things like that. But I think what this highlighted is just how monumental every single little thing was. And by no means am I saying little thing, but it was everything. I mean, this is a war that spanned years, and look at how monumental everything that happened over the course of one day happened. They had to take out big guns they thought were 88s, ended up being 105s. I mean, that were doing serious damage. So you had all these guys go in one small field, not necessarily, certainly not necessarily what anybody would consider a battle, but just one, in the scope of things, smaller mission that had such a huge impact on the direction of the war. And it's I love the way they presented this, you know, this story as so much happened in. And you could essentially, you know, I look over at the timer a few times because I'm trying to put myself in this situation where, and of course you can't do that on film, right? But where everything is happening so crazy, and it just goes like that. Think of everything that happened, and it's so fast, and of course it's a different work of fiction, but one that's very popular. But there's a very popular line in Top Gun where it's like, you know, it'll be up in 10 minutes, and guys like, you know, bullshit, this will be over in 2. And it's like, you think about the chaoticness and how fast it happened, and it must have seemed like hours upon hours for these guys, when in reality, all this stuff probably happened in a matter of, you know, maybe 20, 30 minutes. So another phenomenal episode. Answer brought it up early on. The way that they shot it made it seem like you were watching. Of course, they didn't have color TV in 1944, but it makes it feel like, had they had color TV in 44, what would it have looked like? And you know, with all the color tones being severely toned down and everything like that, there's a grittiness to it. So again, an incredible second episode, very, very powerful. And you know, the acting was incredible. I know Diamond Dave brought up the sound design. He'll probably touch on that a little bit more. That was really impactful. But I can't say enough about this. It's a lot to watch, because when you know it was like, these are based off of real people, and this was stuff that they went through, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
Yep, I agree with that. With the lot to wrap your head around on what these folks had to go through in real time, in real life, back in 1944. I'm gonna give a shout out to the crew and of course the actors. Everyone on camera did great. But the crew, I mean, I can only imagine what it was like, because sometimes, and some of you know this, you know, it's like, all right, we're getting this shot that's like literally going to be 5 seconds of use, but it takes hours to set up, right? So I can only imagine, and I probably just have to look it up, or if some of you know, just let me know. But how long was this in production? Because I feel like with the quality that they're delivering here, it feels like they got time, probably more so than what a 10-episode series would be. So I'm just kind of curious to what the time was on that, because some innovative shots here. You could tell it was a cameraman running backwards. So I'm sure they had all their marks placed out so the cameraman potentially doesn't trip. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure they did a couple run-throughs just to make sure everyone felt good on that, getting their shots the way they needed it. But in the trench, that was a hell of a shot there. I know today we're seeing more like they put you in this gimmick, and then the camera's on a joist right here in front of you. That way, when you move, it's like a body gimbal, so to speak. So The way they shot that in here a couple times actually was actually pretty cool. I know we touched base on like the color grading and the color schemes and just how gritty it looks here. And I think Mason Quinn, you said it. The way that it is with the headphones and the way they keep shaking the camera, and when anything big happens or when those flyovers were happening,
the explosions.
the explosions, it makes you. Again, I'm just saying this in the respects of TV here. It almost makes you feel like you're getting immersed into what they're trying to tell us for this story. So, bravo to everyone involved. I mean, that was episode 2, and they kicked the door down with the intensity on the story they were telling here in episode 2. And there were some things in here. Again, I'm not a big war buff by any means. I know, obviously, we got taught some stuff in school, but I just never knew. I don't know all the finer details. So hearing that story about the gentleman from Oregon, I was just like, whoa, I didn't even think about that at all, like ever. So that was interesting. That was just interesting in here to see that. So yeah, tip of the hat to everyone involved. Bravo on episode 2. It was wild.
Yeah, being that this is probably my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time watching the series, I'm a little spoiled in that I can pick up on a couple of things that I wrote down where these guys, and I think you folks will agree, they're just being hit in the face with so much stuff so fast. It's a lot to take in. So some of the smaller things that I was kind of able to check out on a repeat watch was that the amount of character development that they're able to do with each of the actors during battle, I thought was really incredible. Just the situations that they were put in, the way they would talk, some of the humor they would have, the camera shots that they would have. They were able to do all of this during the chaos of battle. I thought that was really unique. I liked how when they were in the planes getting ready to jump, all the actors were telling a different story without saying a single thing. They all acted a little bit differently. Their facial expressions pretty much told the whole story, and everybody was just a little bit different. Some were calm, some were real anxious, checking their gear. Other guys were sleeping. So that was really well done. I liked, and I saw it just on Wikipedia as Diamond Dave was bringing up the actors here so we know who to credit. But when Buck, Neil McDonough, throws that grenade, I guess that really happened. I think it said he was a baseball player or something in high school maybe, and he actually threw the grenade at the German and hit him in the back, and that was a scene that I think you guys all popped for, but I guess that was something that actually happened. And it also kind of goes to show with this scene with the battle, and we're going to see more of them going forward, kind of the luck of the draw sort of thing. I mean, Joe Toy was in a trench, dodged 2 grenades in this battle, and then like Hall just was running into the trench. And I don't know, answer to your point, if that was a booby trap, if it was a grenade, if he just ran into the enemy, and then he just got taken out, right away, unfortunately. So it shows like, and they might even touch on it in this series about some guys being lucky and some guys aren't. And, like I said, this is a perfect example of that with Joe dodging 2 grenades. I mean, that one German grenade was right by him. And the last thing that I kind of wanted to touch on before maybe we kick it around a little was the scene where they were all in the back of the Deuce and a Half, I think that might have been, where they were just cooking up some Irish food. I think that was Malarkey doing the cooking. And, they're cooking it out of ammo boxes. And I just love how it shows that they made it work with whatever they had, whatever they could find around them, they had to use because you had no choice. The improvisation that you spoke to, Oak, I think is really well done in this series. And, it's been so long. I think the first time I saw this series was 2002 or 2003, and I think that's right around the time it came out because, like I said, I had the box set of DVDs. And this whole series just had to have a major influence in the way a lot of movies and TV shows are shot and written and done, because there had to be innovative things that were being done here that at the time maybe weren't done to that scale, and certainly not for a mini series of 8-10 episodes, whatever it is. So again, a lot of fun for me to be able to kind of know the story, know what's going to happen. I can focus on some of the smaller things where these poor guys are just being hit in the face with everything all at once.
Hey, don't call us these poor guys. We're really enjoying ourselves.
Well, no,
right
but I mean, from the standpoint of you're taking in so much information, and I'm like, oh yeah, like the way he threw that grenade right there. I can pick up these smaller things. So again, this is just a banger series, and they did an amazing job with the cast. I don't know if it'll made the cut, but I kind of like how they all sort of had a little bit different twist on like their face paint, for camouflage. Spears definitely stands out, and we get to learn more about him later on. Not much of a spoiler there, but winners. And the last thing that I'll touch on here is I saw that winners in the Wikipedia there, and again,
IMDb.
Or IMDb rather. It said that he was actually considered for a Medal of Honor for that mission, taking out those guns, but something along the lines of they were concerned they were handing out too many Medal of Honors. So that just goes to show the level of bravery and sacrifice that were made by so many young men when this battle was taking place. So again, for episode 2, we're getting right into it, and here we go, but we're still not losing any of that great character development that obviously Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg are known for.
Yeah.
And again, the source material they had to work with is obviously incredible by the author there, so outstanding.
Yeah, real quick too with the sequence that we had there, at the gun camp there, there was no music.
Yeah,
like it was just pure sound design. So anytime for me, I feel like that's the editors, creators, sound guys, whatever. They're trying to make you just hone in and take it in more of a, not a real serious manner, but to get you more immersed. And some can probably take that as more of, we're getting serious now, because that's how I took. And by no means am I comparing this to real life events versus fictional events here, but for the sound design, that's why I'm bringing this up, is for Dark Knight and Bane.
I was just about to say you've talked about that
when
before.
Batman and Bane met up there, it was like they took, Nolan didn't add any music. It was just all fight until it was the end, and then the music came in. But it's just cool when they do that kind of thing, because I feel like it's immersing you more, at least in my opinion.
And what's kind of neat too is they talked about the leg bags both in the very beginning of the series, and then with Winters pretty much lost everything he had, as well as Hall with the radio and everything. And that's something where it's like, hey, we have this great idea behind the lines. What if we have the men strap bags to their legs and they jump out of the airplane? Oh, you think that'll hold? It'll hold. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll work out great. And it's like, ideas great behind the engineering, table or in the classroom, or it sounds good behind the scenes, but then when you actually go to put it in use,
that's why his first scene is he gets up and looks at the rope.
Yeah, the rope.
Now, like in fairness to what they presented us here, right? We heard the one pilot say they can't be jumping at this speed. I believe that's what he said. So I wonder if calculations. Again, I'm playing on what they gave us here and what you just said. I have no idea if what was what, but I wonder if that could have potentially taken into account.
They're saying speed and altitude.
So. But yeah, I mean, imagine being Winners. You land and you don't even have a weapon. All he had was his knife.
A knife.
That's what it starts with. Unreal.
Yeah. So another great episode of Band of Brothers. Hopefully you enjoyed as much as we have. This has been a phenomenal series so far. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.